Hello everyone, I am Srinivas MK. I was dealing with this Contract Act 1872 agency sections 182 to 238, and I was also discussing about so many aspects in the last video. In the last video I had brought a relationship between the principal and the third party. That is, there are three types of principal as per the the behavior of the agent. That is, whether if he discloses the principal or not. That is the main criteria. Disclosed principal or named principal, unnamed principal and undisclosed principal. Based on this, the liability of the principal is fixed. The sections 226 to 238 discusses about the relationship of principal and agency with the third parties, effect of agency on contracts with the third parties. Then the consequences of this sections 226 to 238 of the Indian Contract Act is enforcement and consequences of the agent's contracts, that is section 226. Principal, how far bound when agent exceeds authority, that is section 227. Then principal not bound when excess agent's authority is not separable, that is section 228. So I had also discussed the consequences of a notice that I have to discuss now. I had brought the termination of agency or revocation of authority in a single slide, which is very exhaustive and elucidating all the sections that are coming from 201 to 210. The termination of agency may be done by revocation by principal, that is enshrined under sections 203 to 207. Then renunciation by agents, section 205. Completion of business of agency, that is section 201. Then death of principal or agent, that is section 209. And insanity of principal or agent, that is section 209. And insolvency of the principal, that is section 201. So these are all the important sections we have to remember, and for that sake the entire this one is brought in this section. Now we have to discuss about the duties and obligations of the agent, that is section 211 to 213, 214, 15, 16, 18 are also discussing about the duties and obligations of the agent. Now we have to discuss agent's duty is that is 211. Now agent's authority in normal circumstances, section 188, that is normal prudent agent can behave in such circumstances. His authority is discussed, and the important here is an agent having an authority to do an act has the authority to do an act as to do every lawful thing which is necessary in order to do the such act. That means in other words, no act of an agent can bring loss to the principal. That is the main important aspect in this. As a prudent man, you should secure the benefit of the principal, and you should safeguard the interest of the principal, because he is acting on his behalf. Now there is one illustration is coming up, that is A is employed by B residing in London to recover at Bombay a debt due to B. A may adopt any legal process necessary for the purpose of recovering the debt and may give a valid discharge for the same. So he can give and complete the business. He has an authority and the normal circumstances to give the discharge to the third party. An agent having all authority to carry on business has authority to do every lawful thing necessary for the purpose are usually done in the course of considering such business. So he can have all the delegation of authority, that is delegatus non potest delegere. Last video I had discussed sections 190 to 195 are dealing with such authority. Then principal's consent is sometimes the principal expressly authorizes his agent to appoint a sub-agent according to the convenience to fulfill his work. The agent can appoint a sub-agent, where a principal knows at the time of agent's appointment that the agent intends to delegate his authority, the agent may appoint a sub-agent. Okay, so then there is a right to compensation is discussed in section 225. There is one illustration coming up. A constitutes B is agent to carry on his business of a shipbuilder. B may purchase timber and other materials and hire workmen for the purpose of carrying on the business. So it is the agent's authority to appoint a sub-agent or to take necessary steps to avoid loss to the principal. So there is one very important case law we have to study, that is Pannalal versus Janki Das versus Pannalal Janki Das versus Mohan Lal, All India Reporter, 1951, Supreme Court 979. That is duty to execute the mandate, that is section 211, wherein the principal instructed the agent to store certain goods in the godown and to insure them. He has given money also. The agent purchased the goods and stored them in a godown in Bombay docks, but he did not insure the goods. So that insuring the goods was necessary, but he has not done it. But the goods were destroyed by explosion. The judgment came. The Supreme Court held that the agent was liable to compensate the principal to the full value of the goods, as failure of the insured goods was the agent's mistake, and loss of goods is in the direct consequence of the agent's negligence. Now, agent's authority in emergency, very important. When emergency comes, how agents have to behave in a normal prudence common man behaves, and he should not cause any loss to the principal. An agent has an authority in an emergency. So there are three people involved here, that is principal, agent and the third party. And the agents, when he takes the authority in an emergency, should see that his principal was not put to loss, and he should secure his to do all such acts for the purpose of protecting the principal from loss. That is the main criteria here. So there is one case law I was discussing, which is hashtagged, that is Pannalal Janki Das versus Mohanlal, All India Reporter 1951, Supreme Court, page number 979, wherein he has principal instruct the agents to store certain goods in a godown and to insure them. He gave money also to make insurance. The agent purchased the goods and stored them in a godown in a Bombay docks, but he did not insure the goods. That is the main reason here, where negligence of the agent is proved. The goods were destroyed by explosion later on. Then see how agent as would be done by a person of ordinary prudence in his case under similar circumstances. In case of natural behavior is important. In a similar circumstances, add a common prudent man behaves and not to cause any loss to the principal is very important in this agent's authority in an emergency, that is section 189. There is an example. An agent for sale may have goods repaired if it is necessary. He may also go along with the repairing work of the goods in possession with the permission of the principal. Sometimes the perishable goods may be sold to avoid loss to the principal, because perishable goods he cannot keep it and go stale. Next, there is one more case, that is Kepler versus Wheeler, All India Reporter 1951. What it says, an agent was appointed to sell a house. He received an offer which he promptly communicated to his principal. The latter, that is principal, accepted it provisionally subject to contract. Subsequently, the agent received a higher offer which he failed to pass on to the principal. This resulted in financial acceptance of the first offer, higher, and ignorance of the second. The agent was held liable to make the principal's loss in terms of the difference in two prices. Now, notice given to the agent is discussed under the section 229. Any notice given or any obtained from the principal, information obtained shall be deemed to be given to the principal. Thus, where an agent negotiates with the client, principal is deemed to be aware of that fact. So, these notice to the to the agent is equal to the notice given to principal also. So both will go hand in hand. So we cannot see, there is an illustration coming up. A is employed by B to buy from C certain goods of which C is the apparent owner and buys them accordingly. In the course of the treaty for the sale, A learns that the goods really belong to D, but B is ignorant of the fact B is not entitled to set off a debt owing to him from C against the price of the goods. So this is one of the notice illustration to explain about the notice. Then there is a right of indemnity is there enshrined under section 222, 23 and 24, where agent enjoys this indemnity, and agent's duty in conducting the principal's business is clearly enshrined in section 211. In 211 the duty of the agent, there is one important case law, that is Lilly versus Doubleday, 1881 QBD 510. An agent was instructed to warehouse his principal's goods at a particular place. He placed a part of them at a different warehouse which was equally safe, but goods were destroyed without negligence. The agent was held liable for the loss. So an agent is bound to conduct the business of principal according to the directions given by the principal. If the absence of such directions, agent is bound to conduct the business according to the customs which prevails doing the business the same kind at the place where the agent conducts such business. When an agent acts otherwise, if any loss to be sustained, he must make good to the principal. If any profit accrues, he must also pass it on to the principal. Then there is an illustration. Be a broker in whose business it is not the customer to sell on credit, sells goods of A on the credit to C, whose credit at the time was very high. C, before payment becomes insolvent, B must make good the loss to the principal. See, here is an illustration where agents takes his own prerogative in giving away the credit to C, where C is insolvent, and later it becomes a debt, and that has to be made good by agent only. Now with this I am going to conclude this chapter. There is one example, that very very known example, that is Adamson versus Javris, 4 being 66. It comes under right to indemnity. The right to indemnity is applicable only in civil acts, but not in criminal acts. Section 224 lays down that where one person employs another to do an act which is criminal, the employer is not liable to the agent either upon the express or implied promise to indemnify him against the consequences of the fact. So there should be lawful act of the agent everywhere to get the indemnity. Then very important case again I wanted to bring in, that is hashtag Pannalal Jankidas versus Mohan Lal, All India Reporter 19